Okay, we've just been awarded a new project, so let's do this one from the get-go. So what I do first is create a OneNote notebook for the project, and then in the sections I'll have contact, or actually this is a good place to put cover and page instead of sheet, so it doesn't get intertwined with what I do. And then this would be contact info. And then I'll put the owner's information in here. Part of that may not be something he wants shared out over the web, so I did speak to him a little bit about getting some free advertising for the store itself. And so I have that. Let's go up to summary. I'm looking at what's called Montana Cadastral on the other side, and we'll grab some images and stuff off of that. But I have to just be cautious as to what I share. But I do want to get this address in here for a Porter Avenue, and that is Butte, Montana 59701. And then, I can also, so this is our site address. And so this is just a different address than what I'll have for the owner address. And so if I do Control C, Control V, and then this would be owner address, and we'll just put in here for now just some, and none of this is relative, so that's not, and that's not. So that is one tab. Now the next one I want is my site. In here I'll put empty cadastral, and I can show part of what I put on this one, but I can't quite show it all because this includes all sorts of contact info and stuff. So here I do have my site, little triangular site out by the truck stop in Rocker. And that's it. And that's the property itself. And then I have the owner sketch. And he did a sketch of the property. So that is plot dimension 1. That's this guy. And so, let's see, I'm going to have to reduce it down a little bit. Get it all in there. And I think, don't want to rotate it or not. Let's see, if it is, it's not shaped the same as the actual property. It looks like it's inverted, because I'm guessing that this is south. Looking at the image that's here, in contrast, that would seem like the entrance, and here on this image he did put front. So I'm guessing fence, gate. Yeah, it looks like there's a fence on the back of the property from the site image. So let's just get this one in here. And Control C. And go back to our owner sketch. Control V. Now I've got that in there. And this way I don't have to go filing through all these documents that have been given to me. And so I can just kind of get rid of them one at a time and find all my information that I need in one location. It makes things much faster, much easier. Got an email out there for the pre-design conference, which is it's a pretty big deal. Um, as far as recommending it, highly recommend that that people take advantage of that service from Butte Silver Bow to get the ideas that they want out there. So here we're going to do concept, and these again are owner sketches. Ooh, boy. And so over on the side I've got them open. So I'm just going to come in, I'm going to hit new on my clipping, and we're going to just grab the smallest portion of what I can but contain all the information he gave me. And then drop that in there. And it looks like I've got a merging error, but that sometimes can be resolved because I have some sort of hiccup on this computer. But opening up OneNote on my other machine, and that's my own problem. That has nothing to do with what we're learning here. So then I'm going to take and make a new one of this, and I'm working on another project right now, so that's going to be, let's just make add page. Let's make this south left, and I'll drop this right in there. Owner sketches, and so I'll bring this in a notch so it becomes part of the set. And then I have a floor plan. So if I make it here, new page, now it's indented for me. And this will be floor plan. And let's get that one in there as well. And it'd be on and on and on. And this one has a north arrow, so that's a that was placed on there. It's good information to have. So where I'm concerned with mainly is if you look at the site, and not his sketch, but this guy, this building's right on the property line. Now, cadastral's pretty inaccurate. They're not what is called geosynchronized. So I wouldn't be surprised if this line is back here in reality. And their sketch shows a straight corner off that. And so when I bring this one in, I wouldn't be surprised if this actually is a property line there, because there's another business here. So I'm thinking that this is just amazingly that inaccurate. But that's just the Montana cadastral and the information we've got. So here I also have, shouldn't hit add page, but that's okay. It's easy enough. Just move it in. And then I've got a, looks like this is the reflected ceiling plan. That's pretty incredible that I've got that. New. There. So these guys are doing a pretty good job on their own, getting a plan set ready for permit for commercial, but it does require a stamp of a certified design or registered design professional, IRS or ICC, IBC. And this looks like a wall section. This one will be best rotated even though it will not fit quite as well on a page. So here we'll do wall section. I guess this is the proposed new walls and not the existing. But I'm going to go out there tomorrow and photograph this place, take off some of the skirting, and take a look and see what we've got underneath. So my understanding is that this thing may be on concrete piers, which means I may have to design it so that the new structure is independent of the existing building. And oh, here's the floor system. That's what this is. So new page. There we go. System. And again, I gotta assume that this is the new and not the existing, but I won't know much about that until tomorrow. So just a pretty good quick video of how I get things started. Some things are so big they can be reduced, especially when you can see them so well. Reduce them down enough to where I don't have to scroll up and down. So that one looks pretty good. Probably could use a slight reduction, get that 20 foot in there. There we go. Looks good. And, oh, here we go. We've even got more. I need to reduce my image on the right side on the other screen. I need to even reduce it probably a little bit further. And so this is utilizing my browser, which is Edge. Mainly use Firefox for anything secured, but Edge works fine for this type of stuff. And I got the 12 foot included. That's what I was looking for. So when I grab that guy and bring it in, I can hit Control C even though I can't see what it's doing. And if you want to see, that's the image I grabbed. So this is our floor joist plan. And we'll just make floor framing plan. Let's see what else we got. And they're looking at using Bigfoots. And I don't think we're going to get away with that. So this may have been one of the things that triggered county to, but they would have had to anyway. So I'm going to put this as proposed footing. And we might be able to get away with pier footings. But, well, I guess it depends a little bit on what they had intended. But these will be have to be down at the frost line of 42 inches. So let's see what else we have. I haven't looked at this for a little bit. So that is it. So that is probably what they turned in to start the process. And so we are at this point. So got the pre-design conference meeting set up. So all the department heads that are going to be involved in this will meet at one time in one place so we can kind of hash out what needs to be done. And it's usually pretty important here in Butte to have the fire department in the same room with the building department for this initial meeting, just to make sure that we've kind of hashed out anything to do with that area in particular. And then planning and zoning will be there so we can discuss any setbacks. I do have a preliminary email out asking some questions about that. So that is how I get things started. So, till next time. This is Mark with Not Square Design in Butte, Montana. And have a great weekend.